Today's top story is a fascinating and, dare I say, troubling one, because I don't know if you've heard of Professor G N Saibaba. Well, if you haven't, let me give you a quick explainer. Professor G N Saibaba is a 90% physically disabled professor who was convicted under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in 2017 by a sessions court in Gadchiroli, which accused him of having Maoist links. He'd been arrested in 2014, convicted in 2017, and for the last 5 years has been waiting for his appeal to be heard. Well, now a Nagpur bench of the Bombay High Court has acquitted him, saying that the manner in which he was arrested and prosecuted leaves several questions unanswered. And it effectively raises questions over the way UAPA is allegedly being misused by the enforcement authorities to target people by calling them Maoist sympathizers or accusing them of Maoist links. Now, Professor Saibaba is not alone. There are a number of people who in recent times have been arrested under the UAPA. The data 2015 to 2019, less than 2% of the people arrested under the UAPA across the country in 5 years were convicted, according to the data prepared by the National Crime Records Bureau. Further, only 155 of the 7,840 people arrested on charges of terrorism were convicted by the trial courts. It would suggest that because the UAPA is such a draconian act, because it's very difficult to get bail under it, it perhaps can be misused. You need strong laws to take on terror, some would argue, but the laws need proper enforcement. And this is not just UAPA in the last 5 years. Go back in time, TADA, the terrorism and act that was passed in the early 1990s. Thousands of people were arrested under TADA, including farmers in Gujarat. All of them, a large number of them, were acquitted. And then after TADA, you had POTA, the Prevention of Terrorism Act. And again, there were charges of misuse. All of this leads you to question whether having these tough laws is enough to ensure certainty of punishment, or whether it gives our policing force even greater powers than necessary. Interestingly, the Maharashtra government has now decided to go to the Supreme Court, which is going to hear the matter on a Saturday, on a weekend, challenging the acquittal of Professor Saibaba. Whatever happens in the court is one thing. The question is, if someone is wrongfully arrested and spends years in jail under UAPA, who will compensate him or her for the loss of the years they spend in prison?
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.